Thanks a lot, JC. I like your evaluation very much because you know what? You are the only one who had listened to my session very well. Finance Minister had become Home Minister during your evaluation. Thank you. So now I would like to call Distinguished Toastmaster Sateesh to evaluate Nurain.
Good morning, Miraki's and guests.
Good morning.
And the esteemed speaker, Nurain. Stephen Covey, in one of his 7 habits of highly effective people, says, start with the end in mind. Today, the speaker started with the real message that whatever communication you make, keep the base, which is the real message, before you start sending an email or starting your presentations. Adults like us will love to learn if it is relevant to us. Number 2, which involves us when we try to learn something. And the third important thing is if it is portrayed visually. Today the speaker has brilliantly used these few aspects of making us adult listen to her speech by incorporating these few tips which is already briefed in the manual as part of the speech objectives. In my analysis, I have 2 things which I love the most in the speech. To start with, the first, the important objective of the speech is about information should be useful to the audience. When you started with Barbara, I remember about a few occasions back, we had one Barbara who came and I went to those memories, you bring back information, but the pyramid principle, I was trying to find out finally it is BYRAMID, pyramid. I was remembering different word for that, the pyramid principle and how it is useful for an individual. So this is one important thing I felt, as the aspect which is the best in your speech. The second one is, again, the objective of the speech, whether it is easy to remember and it is motivating to learn. One of the best way to start with any speech is to make them or bring them into the topic or a kind of a contest what we are going to discuss. You made that brilliantly by closing our eyes and bringing us to the kind of conflict or a challenge which we were facing it. So that's the one best way you did it, and visual aid is the only thing mentioned in the manual, but you brought the human props, that to top it all, you brought the person to talk about the real message, who introduced what is human prop in the history of District 82, which is Karthik. So these 2 things are the best, I would say, in your speech. Let's come to the 2 important improvements I would suggest to make this speech to be more remembering and more motivate us to learn. To start with, first, already we are in the early morning with 7 o'clock, all the crews, and we are closing our eyes after a brilliant presentation session. Limit the number of points to 2 rather than 4, because after a minute of your speech only I realized what is the 3rd and 4th point was. I got so much lost in it. That's a one improvement I would say, so that short but deeper message. That's one you can do. Second one is organizing the speech as a structure. You spend so much time on setting the stage like Robo 2.0, the final message is just save the words. So when the final message came, we simply lost you. Overall, with your useful information and your usage of props, with these 2 improvements, I'm sure, Nurain, each one of us will remember you when I meet someone in elevator or when I meet some new friend in Sri Lanka on the next occasion. Over to you, team.
Thank you, Sateesh.
The poll evaluated only one